Hey YouTube, probably gonna hear my fridge. Can't do anything about that. It's been a while. Let's make some more weird food. So, for this concoction, we'll need cheese, bacon, other stuff not in here. Let's check. All right, spray cheese. I can get spray cheese. So, we're gonna do magic with this. Now, somewhere's in here. Huzzah! Bagel bites. Now, first things first, wash your hands. Alright, so we've got these great taste bagel bites. Your kids will love them with only 7 grams of protein per 88 grams weight. I think that's not an only. I think that's exciting news. It's like trying to sell them to you. I think protein in foods for kids is something you want. And they've got some very great instructions on how to make them. But use cautious, and as product and packaging will be hot. For best quality and food safety, follow these preparation instructions. Keep frozen until ready to use. Check. We got it out of the freezer. Over there. So ovens first, so that means it's best. Then we've got toaster oven. And then we've got microwave. And we will be using microwave. Because I'm a lazy bee, and that way it only takes 2 minutes. And I'm already going to be using the stove for bacon, and I'm considering my appliance, and my appliance says, no, one thing at a time, and I respect that. So if we reference we forgot an ingredient. Thankfully, I don't need to go to the store. I just forgot to take it out. Past my ramen. So I couldn't find SpaghettiOs. Was actually my first substitution, but Alspaghetti, honestly, we like diverse shapes here over a bunch of O's, and they still have some O's used full for basketball, so Alspaghetti, basically SpaghettiOs. Now, my good friend Xander said if I use Cheese Whiz, that can basically be cheese spray. I just have to whip it, and I don't have a whisk, but I do have a fork, and, you know, forks are kind of like whisks in that there are long parts on both of them. So let's get started. Again, you know, cheese for cutting up. We're going to cut this bacon. Tripod. So for this, we're just going to cut out some bacon. Gotta get it out of its packaging, and this is good way. I actually advise kitchen scissors for tasks like this, but I keep forgetting to buy my own, so knife it is. Now remember, always cut away from yourself, even when cutting up packaging. Otherwise, you might cut your head off. And you don't want that. That might be counterproductive to your cold cocktail. But you will stab your rice cooker, and, you know, there's just no avoiding that. Now, normally when I cook bacon, I actually, I will cut it up a bit, just because I find that's easier to cook. But we need long strands for this. So as a result, we are going to just be taking this bacon out of the packaging and placing it on our cutting board for presentation purposes, to make an appealing shot on YouTube to get those clicks going. And the rest will go back into packaging for tasty breakfasts with eggs and the sort in the near future. Remember, kids and fellow adults, once you open meat, you've only got like 3 to 5 business days to eat it. And weekends do count, so that's calendar days. We are gonna get that burner started. Sometimes I will just bring my hand real close, you know, just to kind of feel the heat. Don't touch it though, that could burn you. And you don't want that. That would not be the power of the Keyblade. Right, so now that we've gotten the bacon in the pan, we wash our cutting board. Now it's very important not to actually show the cutting board being washed, because the cutting board, it doesn't like it when you see it getting wet. So while we let that just, sit there and get hotter, we go back over to the cutting board for step 2. Cheese cubes. Now, I'm not an expert, but what I know about cube cheeses, it's easier to cut if you already have a cube. So that's what I got. See that? That's a nice cube. What we can do with this cube is we can cube it in half, and then take that cube in half and cube it in half again. We've got some nice cubes, baby. Cube 8. They're a little thick though. So, bada bing, bada cube. We've got nice size cubes. A little long though, so they're more like rectangular prisms. Still tasty though. Now, the nice thing about cheese is it's already mold. So, it lasts at least a couple more weeks in the fridge once you open it. But this will last me a couple more hours, because I like cheese and I like constipation also. So eating a block of cheese all by myself, that's, bueno. And you may have heard the sweet sizzling. And if you did, you would be correct. Now, you can ignore my dirty wall because it's still the pandemic and we don't care. But what you can't ignore is the sizzling of that bacon. It's pretty rad. And we're going to let it sizzle just a little bit longer. A little bit longer. When it's done sizzling, we're going to flip it like that. Now, I hope you can trust me that I'm going to continue flipping this until this gets uncomfortably firm. Way more firm than you would ever actually want bacon to be. Like a disgusting amount of firmness. Insert whatever sex joke you want there. Now, we face a new problem. We have to put 2 things in the microwave. Which one will we put in first? The answer, the alphagetti, and we're going to put it in for way too long. I always like to overturn it. Otherwise, you never know what monsters might come out. Now, once you get the scary alphagetti opened, put it in a bowl. Don't worry about opening the lid though. Just open it over the bowl, and eventually you'll realize, oh crap, I forgot to open the lid, and now it's all congealed around it. You'll have to take your fork and go like this. This is a very important step to making the disgusting cocktail. And don't let any letters get left behind. They must all be eaten, otherwise we will never learn how to read. See that? That's a can with no letters. Now, when disposing of your can, always remember to take off the death frisbee, so that way little mice can find it in the garbage and use them in their warfare against the rats, because we are pro-mice in this Kingdom Hearts household. But Mortimer. Now, this is a very delicate process. Closing the iPad. We're going to zoom in for this so that you don't get any confusion about how long we should put that in there. The man won't let me, so always submit to the mark of the beast. Next, a very important part of the preparation process is getting the glass. So I just ran to Walmart and just got back. And I bought a glass because I don't own any glasses. Because I didn't think this one through very well. It's okay. Only took me an indiscreet amount of time. And that's not new bacon in the pan. What are you talking about? I won't show proof that it's not new bacon in the pan. This is a very important part of the process, is getting the sticker off the glass. Because if people see the sticker on the glass, they'll think it's a brand new glass and they won't want to drink out of it. And then they won't be able to have your tasty, terrible cocktail. Very hot soup. Right there. Just in case you weren't sure. And yes, I do still need to clean up that spill. It's been sitting there since I went to Walmart. But we've got 9 bagel bites. One's upside down. That's the secret surprise hidden in every box. And here's the true crime of this dish. Gotta get your bacon looking like that. However, the not crime of this dish is that the bacon are done. It's not a crime because it's not a crime to be finished your bacon. It's a crime not to finish your bacon, honestly. Or at least that's what early 2000s internet taught me. And we all know that was all correct. There were no issues there. Let's hear a word from our sponsor, and we don't have one. So instead you'll hear a word from me. Defenestration means to put someone outside a window. Specifically to eject them from the window. Defenestration. Defenestrate your friends today and get a defenestration for free. So another problem I realized was I don't have any skewer for the cheese, but I do have a lot of pasta, including spaghetti, which movie magic works like a charm and didn't require recutting any cheese whatsoever to figure out a technique. Now that one kind of didn't really go through, so it's just going to kind of sit there awkwardly, and that's going to be a nice surprise for your drink. It's like a challenge. It's a special challenge for them, to eat it without it falling off the spaghetti stick. Your date or whoever you feed this terrible cocktail to will love the challenge of it all. And we've got our cheese skewer with a spaghetti stick. Let's get this soup into this glass. Fuck. Now, I would like on record, I do not actually like bacon this black. It's just the only way I can get bacon to be firm like this. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Now, for our bagel bites. The only way I can figure out to get the bagel bites into the shrimp-like shape, we're taking a bite of them, is kind of squeezing them over the side. This is a very important process in order to show your prospective mate how much you love them by pre-biting your bagel bite. See, it's not truly a bagel bite until the bite. So there we go. Now, for the final wang dangle part, so I stole that from that show called You Suck at Cooking, Yes You Really, Really Suck. And we're gonna whisk this. And since I don't have a whisk, I'm gonna just hope that this fork does the trick. So thank you, Xander, for this technique. Now to never use this cheese whiz again. Oh, I like the stuff. And there we have it, everyone. The quarantine cocktail. for your consumption pleasure. Isn't it beautiful? Now, I'm a weakling, so you know I'm not a good date because I need this glove to even pick up this glass. Great thing about this beverage is how hot it is. That is one of the best things about it. So, bon appetit. Perfect for any quarantine date. Get them to make it. You can make it over Zoom. It's a great time, and it's an entire meal in a glass. I need my vaccine. A good thing, a bad thing about the spaghetti is it makes the spaghetti edible. Gonna throw this all out now. It's disgusting. I can't even keep doing the bit. Catch you next time, which will hopefully be sooner. Gonna go clean up.